And here I will show that this is our team. The first one is strength and conditioning coach. He is foreigner Fong Ka Ho. Second, he is Chiu Kwan Ho Matthew, lifestyle coach. Third, Lui Ka Wing Nicholas. He is the performance analysis coach. And next, he is Feng Chun Ho Eric. He is the nutrition coach. And lastly, the psychology coach. He is Ma Zifeng Figo.
Let's move on to the content part first. The content part is one of the customer providing suggestion and problem plays. If you have any question or problems, you can write down your name, email address, phone numbers, and you are required to submit for us at this page. We will reply to your question as soon as possible. Let's move on to the About Us part. Our company mission is that Force was purposed to improve and enhance athletes' sport performance as we provide different and variety coaching recommendations such as life management, strength and conditioning training, performance analysis, nutrition guides, and mental management. Our values are including three parts, which are passions, diversity, and potential. Passions is all the coach spends 100% on athletes, so we will display every details and provide the best service for athletes. For the diversity, provides a variety and effective suggestions for athletes by every coach. Athletes would not feel bored when meeting our coach. For the potential, our company coach has different area knowledge to help company development which become more large scale and provides good service to customers.
Hello, my name is Chu Hun Ho. My student number is 1970025002. My student ID is B9037800. I'm the lifestyle coach of Sport Force.
Our athlete is Luca Wing. He plays the soccer around 10 years. His position is left wing. His team is including Hong Kong national football team and Hong Kong First Division Citizen Football Club. His education is BSc Sport Coaching full-time. He studied in Surface Harlem University. Let's move on to the lifestyle part. Let me recommend what is lifestyle. It is recognized that an athlete's lifestyle has many areas that need maintained equality in order to make sure that they do not become distractions and impact performance. Lifestyle coach need to help improve performance by helping athletes manage this distraction. And then lifestyle coach need to identify, clarify, and establish customer version, then use coaching expertise to identify goals as needs, encourage customer self-discovery and growth, develop strategies and action plan as needs best suited to customer goals, personality and version. Enhance customer responsibility to increase productivity. Let's move on to the typical week. Typical week is shows carrying some habits and daily life. He is wake up on time 9 a.m. Next, he will play game at 12 a.m. After that, he will sleep at 3 a.m. Then he will eat lunch and dinner on time. And then he need to do a lot of things, which including go school, working, gym training, football training, and football match. Nevertheless, he has some problems in his typical week. The first problem is he's sleeping less than 8 hours per day. The second problem is he does not eat the breakfast. The third problem is he spends a lot of time to play game. The third problem is led to athletic sport training and sport performance. The last problem is he usually eats processed food. Therefore, I will suggest some recommendation to solve his problem in recommendation part. Let's move on to the athletes goal part. I use the SMART goal questionnaire to final carrying athletes goals. In addition, I will be based on carrying results divided in different parts, which is sport, education, personal goal, and control. As for the sport part, he hoped to become a professional football player and play in the Hong Kong Premier League in his short-term goal. In addition, he represents Hong Kong football team in short-term goal. And then he wants to increase on soccer skill, which are dribbling out the defender and shoot accessory. Last, he wants to increase training intensity to improve sport performance. Regarding to the education, he can graduate the Surf University sport coaching degree. Moreover, he wants to get the highest soccer license in HKFA, and then he wants to study more knowledge about different areas. Last, when he faces the difference of homework or other questions, he will find student and teacher to help him to solve the problem. Above the personal goal, he hoped to be a full-time soccer player and coach. First, he hoped to make others recognize his ability as well as keep going his soccer development, and then teach more kids how to play soccer. As for the control, his soccer training, school and work are happening in balance. He cannot handle school and soccer training time. He needs to be less work hours to improve personal time management to reduce overworkload suggest. there is the carrying goals in his life. Let's move on to the life habits and finance. I use the Coding Habits Lifestyle questionnaire to find out covering sleep and rest and diet. For sleeping and rest, his sleep time is too low, not enough sleep minimum of 8 hours. When he wakes up, he will feel tired. It reflects that his sleep quality is not well and poor to affect his sport performance. For the diet, no breakfast every day will less greater risk of heart disease. Metabolism may slow down, get fat, and more susceptible to diabetes. Drink too less water will less fatty, greater immunity, and sick more frequency. It makes him cannot soccer training as usual. Eat too many processed food will make him feeling down to poor judgment as much to affect overall sport performance to be bad. For the current individual finance, his incomes will get in Citizen Football Club salary and part-time job. His income will get in saving, training, entertainment, and daily. Let's move on to the recommendation part. For the recommendation part, the solution is to reduce the part-time job working days or hours because he can free more times on soccer training or school homework to reduce mental. For the sleeping, the solution is to reduce or limit the player games or other entertainment time because it can make him to have enough sleeping or rest time. Maintain average mental state during the match and benefits for recovery after the match. For the diet, the solution is to eat breakfast every day because it can provide enough energy in the morning and reduce to get sick. Next, the solution is to drink 6 or 8 215 and 15 ml glasses of water or other food every day because your body has enough fuel to get back to your organs to keep your body functioning. Last, the solution is to avoid to eat processed food since it's often high in trans fats to increase risk of heart disease. For the alcohol, The solution is to cannot drink alcohol before the training and the competition to affect sport performance. For the smoking, the solution is to stop smoking in his daily life because your attendance may narrow to make exercise more difficult for the body will not properly. This is my lifestyle part. Thank you.
My name is Feng Junho. My student ID is 197002631 and B90378006. Nutrition is a very important item for a sport player. If a sport player do not have good nutrition control, not only affect their health, also will affect their sport performance. As a nutrition coach, my responsibility is help our target to find out his nutrition problems and help him to improve his nutrition habits. Also, I will give him some anti-doping knowledge. First of all, I will talk about our target, some basic information. Our target is called Lui Kao Wing. He's 22 years old. His height and weight are 73 kg and 63 cm. His birth in 1997, June of 21. Calvin is a football player playing in Hong Kong First Division League. His body fat is 10%. We will use unitronic pump to help me to find out his weight and his body fat. Calvin's body fat is 10%, so he's belongs athlete in this table. Calvin's short-term goals are maintained his muscle mass, maintained his body fat percentage, and change the diet choice in his diet plans. And his long-term goals are maintained body weight, healthy diet, more healthy diet, and to improve his sport performance through nutrition. Let's move to the next subtopic, athlete data. I collect athlete method is questionnaire. Why I choose questionnaire as my method is because it is easier to analyze and familiar to most respondents, and questionnaire can put less pressure on our target. In the questionnaires, we note Calvin's some eating habits, such as his disliked food and his favorite foods, so I can decide a diet plan follow with this information. This is athlete, our target diet schedule. We found out some problem with his schedule, and such as Calvin always eating fast food, too many unhealthy proteins, and Calvin do not have breakfast time. Let's move to the first subtopic, total absorb. I can't Calvin's BM out. This is Calvin BM out. I will design a diet plan followed by total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. TDEE is the amount of calories you burn all day. Calvin's because Carving's goal is maintain his body weight, body fat, and his muscle mass. So when I design diet plans, I should decide his absorbed calorie is equal with his daily burn. In TDEE, Carving is belongs very active. In TDEE, if you have different active level will have different. So I can't Carving TDEE is 2770. This is my one-day plans designed to Carving. In breakfast, I have choice some high protein and some high carbons fruits such as eggs and toast. Also, I high protein and high carbon foods such as egg and toast. Also, I will give him some fruit juice. In fruit juice have higher food fiber. So total breakfast he can absorb 674 calories. In lunch, I choose because Carving love chicken, so I choose roast chicken in his lunch. In chicken have higher protein. Also, I will choose some salmon to Carving because salmon have not only have high protein, have some healthy oils. Also, I choose some oil cake to let Carving can absorb some fiber. In dinner, because Carving loves steak, so I choose some steak to him. And also, because Carving loves chocolate, so I choose some. I will give him some dark chocolate in his dinner. He can absorb a lot of calorie through dark chocolate. In dinner, he can absorb 872 calories. Because Carving have 6 days with playing sport, so I prepare some snack to him. I choose some sport banana to him because sport banana have some good fiber and can quickly to improve his energy. So also, I suggest when he have some outdoor training and have some football match, I will prefer he drink some sport drink such as Bonacross Sweat because when he's playing game and training will lose a lot of sweat. So in conclusion, in normal date, Carving will absorb 2,718, but when he have outdoor training or match day, he can absorb 2,962. Let's move to the next part, anti-dropping. Dropping is the use of prohibited substance or prohibited method to enhance an athlete's performance. Why these drugs are banned? what just abandoned, such as research, human growth hormones, blood droppings. These jobs are illegal. If when you have competition you use this match, you will have punishment and cannot, and you have punishment. Why these drugs are banned? Because these drugs are harmful and long-lasting side effects to a athlete's body, such as relax them central nervous system, also will affect their cardiovascular. You let them have cardiovascular, and if take this drugs will let the competition fairness and equality for athletes, and it will let the match integrity and do not have attraction to some sport fans. This is the end of my part. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lui Ka Wing. My student number is 197003130 and B903X007.
Hello, my name is Lui Ka Wing. The topic of my presentation is performance analysis. I have divided my presentation into four main parts, including appearance, goals, amateur, and recommendation. First of all, performance analysis provides the athlete and coach with objective information that help them understand performance. The process is based on observation such as video clip and data analysis. Performance analysis can help enhance the coaching process by providing statistical and video information. Observation analysis is a popular technique that requires coach to become effective observers to enable them to identify an athlete's strengths and weaknesses in performance. It gives athletes a focus point on where they may need to improve or work harder on. Understanding the sport. Football players need the pace is necessary for footballers in items of ball quickness and quick feet and speed across greater distance. Football is ultimately about scoring more goals than the opposition. Players should be regularly practicing their shooting skills. Passing accuracy refers to a player's ability to use both feet to send the ball to the player's desired destination. Dribbling skill refers to a player's ability to move up and down the pitch with full control of the ball. Players have the opportunity to participate in defensive in any situation in the game. Physical fitness is another essential element to achieving success in football. A football match lasts for 90 minutes with very few stops. For example, midfielders run an average of over 11 kilometers per match. There are also internal factors internal and external factors that will affect player performance. The internal factors including injury, psychological quality, and physical abilities. The external factors including environment, equipment, teammate, opponent, and ref. The next line is about appearance. He is a player is Hong Kong football player who plays as a winger for Hong Kong First Division Cup Citizen Football Cup. He played in Hong Kong First Division for the first year. He got a good chance to play. He participated in all the matches in first half of league and all in the starting lineup. But as an attacking player, he scored only 1 goal in 15 games, which showed that his scoring ability and efficiency are low. In terms of substitution records, the records was replaced 5 times in 15 games, all around in 70 minutes. This showed that he did not have enough physical fitness for the 90 minutes game. The next line is about Hong Kong First Division goal, including video. Now, let me show the first video. As mentioned on the previous page, he has the lowest scoring ability, but his league goals are fantastic. In the goal, we can see that he used his weak foot to shoot, which shows that his weak foot shooting ability is good, and he's good at receiving and dribbling. In the second video, we can see his shoot want to improve. In many cases, this skill is instinctive, but to perfect it, he must put in the hours on the training pitch, and he must work on her technique. The next line is a mentor match. He often participates 7-person football match. In the first video, he would attract more than one defensive player when dribbling, so he could create more space for his teammate. He looks confident in front of defensive player and has a good one-on-one ability, but in the siege, he repeatedly lost the ball. This shows that he needs to make a decision as soon as possible when dribbling and controlling the ball. He showed good agility and balance, although he created many great chances. He often non-induced. This shows that he needs to improve his physical quality to improve ball protection. In addition, he should reduce the number of dribbles, observe more, and use physical fitness appropriately. In the second video, we can see his shot. In the second video, we can see that he has a good with foot shooting. He shows proficient feet in dribbling and shooting. Smooth fake movement make it difficult for defenders. The final slide is overall performance recommendation. What makes him better than others is that he uses his left and right feet very well. With foot quality is high. This is not every player can do that. He is a good dribbler and he's often used subtly changing direction to add trouble to defensive players. Good dribbling skills can move the ball in different directions at different speeds with both feet. They can successfully maneuver through opponents without losing possession of the ball. Dribbling skills are essential to achieving success in football for players of all positions. But he also has weakness. He suffered a lack of physical strength during the game and did not know how to use his physical strength. Endurance not only refers to a player's physical fitness and ability to make it through the entire 90 minutes, it also refers to a player's mental strength and ability to continue despite the overwhelming fatigue his midfield. In addition to endurance and speed, footballers need balance and physical strength to defend the ball at their feet, to shot, to pass the ball long distance, to win balls out of the air. That's all of my presentation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Phong Ca Ho. My student ID is B9037807. and the student number is 197002643.
For this situation, our appellant is Lukaring Nicholas, and we call him Lu Jai. Yeah. For this part, the aims of this part is I want to enhance the physical ability of his strength and conditioning. Second, to improve appellant's sports performance, and to increase the explosive power of his lower body, since soccer is a sport need to have many movement and power during the competition with a high pressure competition. And I will give him a physical test, and the purpose of this test, I want to identify his current physical levels and situation, like um, uh, his body fat and how heavy he can push or he can squat, yeah, something like that. Second, I want to measure his body insects in his abilities, like what which way he is good at, like he is good at agility, balance, but um, he is poor at the strength and the power. Thirdly, I want to um, find out what his find out his weakness of this part, and I want to improve his physical weakness. Yeah, and as you can see, is the typical week of Lu Jai Nicholas. As this timetable, we can see Nicholas. He just go to the gym room twice a week. Yeah, on Wednesday and Friday, as he is on season football player. Second, I will introduce the test part for you. This is the test result. I would like to use different way to test him, like strength and explosive power. Then I'll test his agility and his spirit. Strength test, I would like to use 1RM squats test to measure his lower body maximum strength, because I think squats is a good way, or is a good way for him to test him as a soccer player, because squat will show him his quadriceps and not quadriceps, the lower body strength, to show me how heavy he can squat, and the result is 18 kg. 18 kg is a average level. To calculate the score is 1.3, and the range is on a average level. But I think he can do more better. I think he can squat more heavier, because, like what I say, soccer is a sport which is really need to use lower body power and strength. The second test is I want to test his explosive power. Vertical jump test. In this test, I want to measure his leg muscle power. The aims of this test may same with the 1RM squat test because this is also want to measure his leg muscle power. And as we can see, in this test, the result is 15.2 cm. In this table, we can see that 52 cm is in a above a range level. So I think it is not bad for him, but I think it can be more better. Yeah. The third test is to test his agility, the T test. In this test, I want to test the agility of him, includes the forward, lateral, and the backward running. About the calculate time, the result is 9.3 seconds. This is an excellent level in this test because he has a good agility and balance. Due to he do lots of small practice or exercise before, like his young age. The final test is the sprint test, the 15 meters sprint test. I want to determine his acceleration and speeds. And as for the result, Luca Wings 5 meters sprint test, he just used 6.57 seconds. This is a good result. And the speeds is also an important way during the competition. A high pressure competition in football. The speed is really fast. You go, you run and come back, you attack, defense, just exchange every position during the competition with his opponent. According to the test of Luca Wing, I would like to give him some recommendation, and I will set some physical exercise plan to focus on his problems and want to improve his sports performance. Through those testing, I find out that recovering a poor strength and explosive power in his lower body. Besides that, he has a good agility and balance, so I want to improve his strength and power. And for the training goals, I want to give him more physical exercise of lower body and upper body. The higher strength and power of his lower body, the more explosive power that he can use it, and that can improve his sports performance. Next, for the part of physical exercise. First of all, I would like him to do the lower body training like barbell back squats. I would like him to do 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps because it can build up his lower body muscle. It can actually improve his hip flexibility. It's important for soccer player, not only for soccer players. Many sport players need to improve it also. Also, the whole lower body like muscle like quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves, those muscle will also building up and so it can increase his explosive power. Second, the dumbbell lateral lunges with 5 to 15 pounds dumbbell. It can help him to boost his strength, flexibility, and mobility. Also, to improve his core, lower back, and the obliques muscle. Those exercise and those muscles is really important for him to increase his sports performance because he need to use lots of movement during the match. Every second he need to move with every angles and every place you want to move and run. And moreover, the upper body training. I would like him to do the bench press, like 8 to 2 reps to do 4 sets to improve his upper body muscles, like the chest and shoulder. To improve his chest and shoulders power can be greatly beneficial for him, especially when he need to press through the defenders. Also, it can increase his pushing strength and the strength of his tricep. Those can increase his upper body strength and the power. Next, the one-arm dumbbell rows. This exercise can improve his mid-back muscles, less traps, and biceps. And for the Satmina, I would like him to do the HIIT on the treadmill. In this exercise, he will let his body to quickly switch from the aerobic to the anaerobic system and back again. This exercise can let him to learn to use oxygen more efficiently to prepare for the next sudden change of the pace. This is really important for Nicholas as a bad stamina. For doing this exercise, he can improve his stamina. And for the last exercise, the burpee pulls up. And this exercise is one of the best football player in the world. The photo you can see, Ronaldo. He really loves this exercise. Since this exercise can limit your body while working a wide range of muscle groups, including arms, chest, quadriceps, and hamstrings. Seems like you are using the whole body to do this exercise. Also, it rapidly increase heart rate, and like what happened when Nicholas in a competition in that dash of the ball. So according to this part, strength and conditioning, I think Nicholas follow my plans and my suggestion. He will he will build up his muscle and the strength in the future, and I believe it could be improve his sports performance. This is the end of my part. Thank you.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Matt Jifeng. My student number is 197003178 and B903809.
Hello everyone. My name is Matt Zifeng. Today, I am a psychological coach. This is our patient, Deng Ka Weng. Psychological coach. For this job, this is my responsibility to help players to solve the psychological problem and improve their performance. So, what is the mental skill coach? Mental skill coach is help improve the player performance. Player performance and they focus, how to focus, ability to relax in energy and emotional control, mental control of the image, and all the other psychological problem also can change while in training and performance. What can the mental skill coach do? Here has some way that a mental skill coach can help you search your full potential. First of all, mental skill coach can help you create and clean your gym. First, and then what in this gym you can say what do you want to do? How do you want to get here? Do you have a plan and a system of the activating this program? This also can help you to make the craft and execute this version. And the second, mental skill coach can provide objective feedback and opinion. A mental coach can have the past interested in mind in providing feedback and courses to you. They want to you succeeded. They have the many years experience can cut your learning time and prevent you from going down. And next, mental skill coach can help you discover how to become more confident. Mental skill coach can guide you to roll a confident apply to your training so you cover all your base and arrive and at a size safety level on competent and confident. This is my partner. This is video for my partner and that what he can show what the mental skill coach doing. In this case, we have the patient Deng Ka Weng. So we do some psychological. He has some psychological problem. So first of all, we need to give you some questionnaire to know more that. First questionnaire is the injury questionnaire. Learn Cowing. For the result, player have an injury case. He have some limited injury, and he is the new injury. And then next one is the injury by the contact other player. This two is very important for the mental skill coach. And the players have some feedback, and he feared an injury again, and to avoid contact other player in the game. And the course the player performance is down, also the player's self-confidence also down, because why performance is down? Because he always feared the injury, and he avoid the contact other player. Because the football is a contact sport, if you not contact other player, it's very not performant in this game, and so the self-confidence is down. In second questionnaire is a personality questionnaire. And this some personal question, and the result here. For the personal questionnaire have some for the result he have some positive. He very love the team sport. For the question two, the player is don't agree. He is spend more time alone, so he like very many people to do something. And the next one positive thing is he want to communicate with the others. In the 17th question, he agree usually just a talk. And the negative thing, he is low self-confidence. In the question 5, he is the strongly agree. He is the follower. So about just one questionnaire and the second questionnaire, conclusion something issue at the person psychological problem, I give some recommendation to him. First one is a goal setting. He need to set up something. Goal setting is the powerful cross for the thing about your ideal in future, and for motivation yourself to turn your version of this future into reality. Why he need to set the goal? The top level player and successful people all need to set the goal. Setting goal give the long-term version and the short-term motivation. he need to step by step to contact other player and need to set the goal setting. So if you have the goal setting, maybe he don't avoid it, contact other players, and the performance will be increased. In the second, the self-talk. What is self-talk? Self-talk. Self-talk can be courage in myself, in yourself. You need to say something positive thing to yourself, not spending on your personal. Top side may be more helpful and positive. The opposite is graded true if you spend to be a pessimism. Self-talk can increase the self-confidence and also increase the power in the game. Here have some example for goal setting. Some SMART SMART. You need to setting something in this 5 SMART. And here is some famous football player. They also need to self-talk, because self-talk can improve the performance in the game. So this is the end of my psychological part.